What's going on, guys? My name is iMissTooMuch, and I am bringing you some more Planet Nomads and some bad news. So, over the past couple of months, my computer has been getting more and more sluggish, and it's been having a lot more problems. Things have been crashing and all that stuff. So, the other day I decided I was going to do I guess, Windows 10 refresh, or really just reformat my computer so that I could reinstall Windows in it and hopefully get some of these problems fixed. So in the process, I have two drives on my computer. One of them has my Windows install and some other things, and my other drive has all my games and recordings. So what I did is I only reinstalled Windows on my normal drive because that is really what is least effective, because I really don't have that much stuff on there. And I was hoping that I would be able to reinstall everything and be completely fine since everything else is on my other drive. And for the most part, it worked. However, Planet Nomads stores its files a little bit differently. Instead of storing them with the rest of the game in my other drive, it decided that it was going to store them in the app data local low file system, which is on my other drive. And when I reinstalled Windows, it also deleted all of my saves. So I no longer have any of my saves from any of my previous Planet Nomads games. So that means that basically our last Let's Play has met an abrupt end. I know that we were kind of far along, but I feel like, and I've tried to recover the files and I just really can't, because it would just take a long time and it probably won't work. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to restart the game, and while this is bad, as I'm going to go ahead and just get this working, while this is bad, I think it's going to give us an opportunity to really rethink of how we played this game beforehand and maybe take this Let's Play in a slightly different direction. So what we did in the last Let's Play is we went through and built our base first and then moved out from that. This worked out pretty well for us. However, I was kind of getting to this point within this because it's a lot of things good and a lot of things bad with what happened. So I mean, like, it's bad that we lost this stuff, but it's good because there was a couple problems with our last playthrough. Mainly, we were 6 kilometers away from our home. So that meant, really, you know, if we died, we were probably never going to get our stuff back. We were just doing it really, I guess, inefficiently, for the lack of a better term. Because, I mean, really, you don't need to go that far to do that. And the other problem is the most recent update actually broke our vehicle. So Planet Nomads, I guess version 0.67, had an update where they finally added, what would it be called? Like your resources can go down within your generators. And what this meant is that they also fixed the batteries too. So before, like, our batteries would run forever. We could sit there and go all day and our battery wouldn't run. However, they fixed it in the update, and now you'd have to charge your batteries and you'd have to charge your generators. And that brought some problems for our vehicle because we have no way, or well, we had no way of really recharging it at all. So really, we were going to be kind of stuck really far away from our old base, and it wasn't going to be fun. So what I decided to do this time around is, instead of building a base like really close to our drop pod and then, you know, going far away, what I decided we would do is just go ahead, kind of start heading off in a direction and go all the way to basically the edge of our little our little friendly environment over here. As you can see, like, we're not really struggling to live. So what we're going to do this time around is we're going to walk to the very edge of that. And then once we find that, we're going to sit down and rebuild our base. And hopefully this is going to make it a lot easier, because there's some other things they added with the update, especially like automated mining and stuff, which makes it almost, like, I wouldn't say dumb, but just suboptimal to, you know, travel so far away from your base. Because now, you know, if you can have the resources nearby, as Gordillos keep spawning literally everywhere, you know, if you can have those resources nearby, you should be able to automate the mining of them, which should be interesting. And plus, I just kind of want to check out some of the new things. And we really couldn't do that with our last Let's Play, just because we were already so far away from base. It would have been, honestly, I don't even know if we would have went all the way back to our base. I was planning on it, but, you know, we were already so far away, and everything was already kind of, you know, not treating us well. I guess I didn't really know how we were exactly going to get back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start walking this way. And when we get to the edge of a biome, we will see what's up. So I will see you guys. I'm going to just continue walking in this kind of north direction, and I'll see you guys if anything interesting happens. All right, so here we are at the edge of some river, and we're obviously getting tired. It's very dark, and it's very hard to see. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to actually see if we can build ourselves a sleeping bag. Because right now, it is just very, very difficult to get anything done. We're about 3,000 meters away from our house. Or not really our house, but our drop pod. Also known as safety, also known as our respawn point. If we die at any point. So, oh, we already have a sleeping bag. JK. Well, that's awkward. So let's just go ahead, see if we can kind of lay down here and take ourselves a sleep time. The only problem with sleeping bags is they don't exactly give you much protection, and they don't give you much warning. So when you're in a sleeping bag, you better make sure all of your stuff is together, because I have actually died in a sleeping bag before. I was out in the like Arctic kind of area, and what ended up happening was I went to sleep because it said like, oh, you're very tired, and I couldn't walk or anything anymore. And it looks like they mess with the way you swim. Either that, or I'm just not used to being in first person. So they changed that all up. Or they didn't change anything. But I tried to sleep, tried to kind of save myself. What ended up happening was I just kind of died. I woke up. I think I was hungry. I was thirsty. I don't think I even like was really rested at all. And I just kind of fell flat. But we've been walking for about, I'd say 10 minutes. And we really haven't come across anything new. Luckily for us, when we slept, it started becoming morning. So our going should get a little bit easier. Hopefully within the next, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, we'll be coming across something interesting. And it looks like maybe there's a chance that it will be over this hill. I'm always optimistic of these kind of like little hills like this because, I don't know, you know? Like it's just usually, like when I enter a new biome, that's what I see. So what am I missing for the sleeping bags? Because we only have a handful. So we need to really be careful of how we use those. But walking is kind of taking a toll. But as you can see, we've gone 3,000, or not 3,000, but 3 kilometers in what, maybe 15. I'm actually like only 18 minutes into recording. And it took us like a couple hours probably to go 6 kilometers in a vehicle. Just kind of shows that really the vehicles aren't always worth it. And what is this? I've never seen this. I've seen these, but never this deep. So it looks like we're kind of coming into some rough terrain over here, which arguably isn't that fun because I don't like falling in random holes. But as you can show, I mean, like as it shows, I mean, really, I like the vehicles. You know, I like making them. You know, I'd love to have like a mobile fortress. It's just really like if you build a small vehicle, it's not always worth it, I'd say, because it just takes forever to get anywhere because you have to go around, like, because if it's underpowered, you have to go around a bunch of stuff. They get stuck very easily. They don't really offer that much, I guess, benefit. But actually, it's looking like we're starting to get to some tundra, though, which is the kind of silver lining in all this. Because just beyond here is going to be some goodies. And it looks like we're already kind of seeing some. So what I want to do is maybe find almost like a river or something near here, because we're going to need water. As far as I know, water doesn't really enjoy the cold. Then you just end up with ice. Ooh, I heard that. So yeah, it looks like we're kind of starting into this kind of tundra. I don't know if we can really build a habitable base out here. I mean, there is water. It is just very hard to come across. So I think what we're going to do is explore this a little bit. We're not going to go very far, but we're going to just kind of dip our feet in, see if it's worth it. And if it is, maybe we will take a step back, kind of collect ourselves. That's carbon. See about building ourselves a base, maybe. Oh yeah, we are definitely in something else now. I don't know if it's like colder, but it sure does look different. Never seen this before. I've seen it maybe like once. What kind of resources we got over here? Ooh, silver. All right. This is looking very good for us. I don't really know what I want to do. And honestly, I feel like it would be very, very, I guess, profitable if we built out here. I don't know if it's survivable, however. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode 1. And the next episode, we'll be exploring this a little bit, maybe get the foundations of a simple base set up, because I don't want to get too extravagant too quickly, because I just want to kind of focus on surviving right now. But it looks like we got ourselves little goodies. I can see something over there. I think it might be titanium. Looks like maybe like a silver ore over there. So what we're going to do is call this episode 1, or well, episode 1, I guess, of season 2 of our Planet Nomads Let's Play. Thank you guys for watching, and this has been iMissTooMuch. Peace out.